Rebirth, Mark.
I'm a man, a human, a father, a brother, a grandparent, a husband, and most of all, I'm a God-fearing man. My name is Johnny Jackson. Most know me by Crusher. I got the name Crusher from playing baseball. In my neighborhood, we got a park, Stay Garden, and I was one of the individuals that can really hit the ball hard and I can throw hard, and that name was kind of fitting. It started being attached along with growing up in a tough neighborhood. You had to fight, so I was one of the ones that I would say that knew how to fight. Since I left prison, life outside has been marvelous. I don't have any complaints. Anything is better than being up in that cage. I had a chance to start over. I had a chance to correct a lot of my wrongs. A second chance has been awesome. It's unbelievable. I got a construction company, building visionaries. Me and my wife got a non-for-profit, the Visionary Initiative, publication company, exclusive blueprint publication, where I've authored 3 books: Gangsta Demise, Gangsta Demise 2, Love Don't Love Nobody. Also, I am one of the co-founders and vice president of Black Men United. Me and my wife, we got business we engaging in, we doing community service. It's been awesome, man. I can't describe it. I missed out on my family. I miss my kids. I went to prison, I was 21 or 22 years old. So doing my whole adult life, my child life, I was in prison 20 years. I was a part of the case for 25 years. So I miss being a part of my kids' life, them growing up. They was all babies. So I miss my family, you know what I'm saying? I've lost many family members during this time incarcerated. I lost my mama. You know, I lost 2 kids. So, I mean, I lost a lot. So, you know, me having a second chance looks good, and I'm taking advantage of that. How many community service hours I've completed? I've been home since 2019, about 2.5 years. I do around 700 or 600 to 700 hours a month. None of the time that I spent in the community or hours that I spent in the community has been mandated. Times the 2.5 years, man, it's astronomical. That's all mostly I've dedicated a lot of my time for. I know I've made a difference in a lot of people's lives. I've been to hundreds of people's houses delivering furniture, essential needs. I've been to Houston, Texas doing the disaster relief, and man, we gave about 7 trucks away full of furniture, water. I just like to continue to be a blessing. This was always a vision of mine to go back and give hope to the hopeless, give a chance to the people that nobody give a chance to. In prison, you just think over your life, and I was able to think over my life and make some changes while I had time. So I took advantage of my time in prison, meaning like I use it as such like college to prepare myself for this day. So I just take it upon myself to invest back into my community, to give back, to invest back into the young men and young kids in my community. I want to see them do better. For them to label me as an ex-inmate, it makes me feel bad, because all they trying to say is that they painting a picture that you still a prisoner, you still not free. And the media continues to write about my past because really they don't want me to have a second chance. They want people to see me as what I used to be, not what I am becoming. You have never seen them talk about anything that I've done thus far. You can see the many things that I've done productive, You ain't gonna never hear them talk about none of that. You'll see the many community events that I've done. You ain't gonna never see the media talk about none of that. They wanna paint my clothesline in a bad light, because it's all about painting me in a bad light. To paint that picture to my family is a stressful situation for my family, because they understand where I just came from. And they understand this same tactics. Everybody understand these tactics. These are the same tactics they done did to anybody that they want to silence or they want to destroy. And I'm just one of those same people who they want to destroy. I'm somebody I guess they can't control, who I won't be a part of the quote unquote status quo, the system. The man that I am, I credit Larry for. Me being a part of the community, me starting a construction company, me doing a publication company. These are all things in the blueprint. Me starting my clothesline, these are all things that I was inspired by Larry. And if you go do the research, these are all the things that he did. These are the things that he put in the blueprint for not just me, but everybody to follow. And I incorporate that in my life. And I follow that blueprint that he freely gave to everybody. He taught me how to be a man. I feel that the government and the media is trying to criminalize the relationship that I have with Larry, because I don't share the same sentiment as they do. I just think there is no reform. There's no reform in the prison system. They're giving out so much time, it's impossible, just about impossible for you to reform. And I say just about because I took that opportunity to prepare myself for this day. And I'm just blessed that it came. But I don't, it's a lot of people in that system that's buried alive in there. Do I ever think I'll be off from under the scrutiny? No. I feel that me coming out and hitting the ground running and being as productive as I have been in the community and abroad with my starting my own business, I think that that's inspiration to the young black men. And that's what they don't want. They don't want anybody who can influence young people in a right direction. They spend more money on trying to criminalize us or to lock us up, investigating us, than they do investing in us. They spend millions and millions of dollars investigating us. And if they took that same money and take the same people that they feel that's influential or leaders in the community and invest that money in them to help better the community, I think it'll be much better. Now that I've done my time, I want to breathe freely. I want to enjoy more time with my grandkids, with my kids, with my wife. I want to experience more things on the rise. I just want to enjoy life.
Has anybody that you've touched came up to you and let you know verbally that you've changed their life for the better, and can you describe that moment to us?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people come up to me. I actually had a young lady come up to me one time and gave me a card. It described how I had touched her life and her kids' life, and she was saying how she was able to give her kids anything. And I looked at the lady actually when she gave it to me. I'm thinking like, I'm like, now what is this? Because I'm not necessarily thinking that somebody's gonna give me a gift. And she had basically described how I had changed her kid's life for Christmas, and that I was a blessing, and God sent her to me. And that was an awesome thing for me, and it kind of helped me motivate. It was motivation for me to want to keep going